and be with her daughter and her grandchildren. Nesta would be the farthest thing from my mind. He wouldn't even exist anymore if I was Shirley. She don't have no attachments to him.
He would be unalive to you.
She don't have no attachments. Now the trial is coming up. We don't know how she's gonna play in the trial. The trial is coming up. So we don't know how that's gonna play with her. But I would go on. Like, boy, bye.
Well, they're not married, so she could testify against him if she needed to, or she
I'm assuming so.
So
I'm assuming so. So I hope that yesterday, her and Debbie, her and her girls, I was checking on Tosh's page. I was checking on Mississippi Monica's page. I was seeing if the girls went out for a celebration. I didn't see anything, or they didn't post anything. But I'm sure that she's going to have a little celebration. Probably this weekend. I did. After my divorce, I turned up. Okay? So I think Shirley should, it is what it is. This is what I got out of it. I learned from it, and I'm moving on. Life goes on. Next gonna go on down there at the Cobb County Jail. Little mama's still gonna be doing the same thing, talking and no action. She ain't making nothing shake. That's why Ernesto don't want to talk to her. He getting tired of talking to her. You ain't trying to get me out of here. I've been crying and pleading and begging you to get me up out of here. Can't nobody get me up out of here. So Sonia has been successful to isolate him from his wife, his friends, and his family. Literally all she got left. And Manny Fresh going down there praying. And Tamisha, if she's still around. Okay? So Shirley, win is a win. I'm happy for you. Don't look back on this. Move forward. And keep glowing up. And and go buy you. I'll go get me a little house or whatever she want, because we know the place she moved in wasn't big enough. She couldn't get a big white sofa in there. It was okay, but I would go get me a little place. I'm sure that she's been waiting for this to be over so she can glow up a little bit more, and not be attached to him, not have her money attached, because she didn't know what he was gonna ask for, But yeah, y'all, the link is in the chat if you want to come up and say congratulations to Miss Strawberry on her divorce. This is her official divorce party for this half of our show. And, I'm happy for her. So now we can say Shirley Strawberry's ex-husband, her ex-husband, Ernesto Williams. Okay? He's no longer her husband.
Was been.
Her husband. Okay. And I know he's sick. He is sick. He probably had to go to the hole. He probably had to go down to the hole. Like he said, I'm going to the hole. I know he said, I'm going to the hole tonight.
Because Shirley was his last great hope. Financially, I mean, he hasn't been right since he parted ways with her.
No.
It's just been a downhill. Everybody has failed him. His son, his
failed himself.
Right. He failed himself, but he realized that the person he did the dirtiest, the grimiest, was the only person that actually came through for him. Think about it. He sat up and kiki with Lamont and Dre and Dion just for them ninjas to drop the ball and never come through for him. Talked about Shirley like a dog to them. When the whole time Shirley was the realest on his team. But he couldn't see that. He thought she was the weakest and the fakest.
Mm-hmm.
But she was the most solid person on his team.
Mm-hmm.
None of the men in his life, his partner, his brother, his son, his homeboy, his player, partner, pimps, stood 10 toes down about him the way Shirley did. Mm-hmm. Shirley was so 10 toes down, and I hate to say it, she went against her own daughter and friends for this man, her own baby that she birthed. Mm-hmm. To stand by this man's side and support him.
Mm-hmm.
And here he was looking at her as being the weakest, not being strong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was the only one that could actually do something for him. Sonya just playing and arguing back and forth with us online, the bloggers.
She working,
trying to get notoriety and fame. She ain't really making nothing shake. Not like that,
Ain't none move in the last 2 years.
Yeah, you got
nothing since 2022.
That man need money to make something shake.
Ain't none shaked in the last 2 years. She just been talking and talking and talking. And telling that man that she was gonna help get him out. And that never happened. Never happened. Oh, I got money. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. I can go do this. I can go do that. Never happened. And he getting tired. Ernesto is getting tired, y'all. You hear me? He is tired. Okay? He's tired.